What keeps us alive when everything we value is stripped away? When we lose our comforts, our loved ones, and even our freedom, what gives us the strength to keep going? These aren't just philosophical questions. They were the very questions Viktor Frankl faced during one of the darkest periods in human history, the Holocaust. Frankl, a psychiatrist, was imprisoned in Nazi concentration camps, where he witnessed unimaginable suffering and death. Yet, amidst this horror, he discovered something extraordinary, a powerful truth about the human spirit that would later become the foundation of his groundbreaking book, Man's Search for Meaning. This book isn't just a recounting of Frankl's experiences. It's a guide to finding purpose and resilience, no matter what life throws at you. Today, we're going to explore the life-changing lessons from this timeless classic, told through stories, real-life examples, and actionable steps that you can apply to your own life. So, grab a cup of coffee, settle in, and join me on this journey to uncover what it truly means to live a meaningful life. Let's start with the man behind the book. Viktor Frankl was born in Vienna in 1905, a time of immense change in the world. He was passionate about understanding the human mind and trained as a psychiatrist and neurologist. But his life took a dramatic turn in 1942 when he, along with his family, was deported to Nazi concentration camps. Over the next 3 years, he endured unimaginable suffering, losing his parents, his brother, and his wife. He faced starvation, brutal labor, and the constant threat of death. Despite this, Frankl observed something remarkable. Survival wasn't just about physical strength. It was about mental resilience and, most importantly, finding a reason to live. This realization became the foundation for his philosophy, which he called logotherapy, a way of finding meaning even in the most difficult circumstances. Imagine this. It's the dead of winter, and you're forced to march for miles through snow with no proper shoes or clothing. The guards are shouting, and the only food you've had all day is a tiny piece of bread. Every step feels like it could be your last. Frankl describes moments like this in the book, not just as a recounting of his pain, but as a lens to understand human behavior. He noticed that some prisoners gave up entirely, succumbing to despair. Others, however, found small ways to hold on to hope. One story that stayed with me was about a fellow prisoner who dreamed of giving a lecture after the war about the lessons he learned in the camps. This mental image, this vision of a future beyond his suffering, kept him going. Frankl himself found meaning by imagining his future contributions to the world. He would think about the book he wanted to write and the patients he wanted to help. This focus on a purpose beyond the present moment gave him the strength to survive. At the heart of man's search for meaning is a simple, yet profound idea. Life is never made unbearable by circumstances, but only by lack of meaning. Frankl outlines 3 main ways we can find meaning in our lives. 1. Through work. This doesn't just mean your job. It's about creating or contributing something of value. 2. Through love. Experiencing deep connections with others gives life richness and purpose. 3. Through suffering. Yes, even suffering can be meaningful, depending on how we choose to respond to it. Let's pause here. Think about a difficult time in your own life. Was there something or someone that gave you a reason to keep going? Drop a comment below if you're comfortable sharing. Your story might inspire someone else. Now, let's talk about how these lessons apply to our modern lives. In today's world, we're often overwhelmed by distractions. Social media, endless notifications, the pressure to achieve more. It's easy to feel lost or disconnected. Frankl's philosophy reminds us that meaning isn't something you stumble upon. It's something you create. For example, if you're stuck in a job you don't love, try reframing your perspective. Maybe your work supports your family, or it's a stepping stone toward your dreams. Another key takeaway is about embracing suffering. Life is full of challenges, whether it's losing a loved one, facing financial struggles, or dealing with self-doubt. Instead of running from these hardships, Frankl encourages us to ask, what can I learn from this? How can this pain shape me into a better version of myself? I want to share a personal story. The first time I read this book, I was going through a tough time, feeling stuck and questioning my purpose. Frankl's words hit me like a bolt of lightning. I realized that I'd been searching for meaning in all the wrong places: success, recognition, even material things. This book taught me to look inward and ask deeper questions. It challenged me to face my struggles head-on and find purpose within them. So, what about you? What gives your life meaning? Is it your family, your dreams, or maybe a challenge you're facing right now? If you haven't read Man's Search for Meaning yet, I can't recommend it enough. It's not just a book, it's a guide to living a more intentional, fulfilling life. I've included a link in the description if you'd like to grab your own copy. Thank you for watching. If this video resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe for more thought-provoking content. And remember, no matter what life throws at you, there's always a way to find meaning and grow through it. Until next time, take care and keep searching for what makes life truly worthwhile.